off the top. Got to mention, no Dylan Gunther. I know Kim and Dom were talking a little bit about that back in the studio in Salt Lake City as we're underway. That means Kyler Yamamoto goes into play tonight on that third line with Michael Carcone and Jack McBain, and a chance Keller early on, and he sent it over the top and wide. Comes around the boards, and Michael Carcone can't play it, so Sam Bennett will get it out for Florida. Lead pass broken up. Kyler Yamamoto on this line, as I mentioned, with Carcone and McBain. And should point out, too, that Cam Hebig was reassigned, as that shot is in on Vanacek, reassigned to Tucson. And Dmitry Simashev. Puck will be played over, and now Nate Schmidt will bring it right back through center as this one will go all the way down. Tried to deposit it into the corner. That was Barrett Hayton. And now Hayton looked to get it to the front, and Neil Boot is there trying to drag it on Bobrovsky, and it's covered by Sergei Bobrovsky.
Moved up to the #1 center position and done a miraculous job, so we'll see who can step up and score a goal here tonight.
Cole Schwint, and that's handled by Vitek Vanacek. 13-26.
When you do get it, not going to have much time to be able to make a play before there's a Panther all over you.
Yeah, Andre mentioned they check forward, as he said this morning.
Wasn't just Hayton, but there were a couple of his teammates around. J.J. Peterka as well.
Now back out high, Sergachev. Does he get a shot away? He does. And that trickles wide. At one end, an opportunity, Daniil Boot. And at the other end.
You talk about being on top of the fourth line was there, but unfortunately for Tanev, he's going to head to the box.
And a shot by Tkachuk is gloved down by Vanacek. And Sergachev, and he'll get it back to center ice.
Yeah, Sergachev did just enough to get that puck out. Not an easy play, first of all, when the puck's on your backhand, plus it was on edge.
Here's an opportunity, shorthanded, and Schmaltz is in. Schmaltz, he scores! A shorty in South Florida. 1-0 Utah.
Oh, that's a backhand bonanza because of the phenomenal tie-up, strip, and steal from Kevin Stenlund. And watch how Nick Schmaltz is able to fake this shot and get Bobrovsky to bite. He's able to fake it just there, the quick stick handle, and then the important part is his hands to the attic of the net, getting it up and over the right back.
Now Forsling again goes across Verhaeghe, and he shoots glove down.
That's a big time goal. That's a big momentum booster while down a man.
Yeah, massive goal. By the way, second career shorthanded goal for Nick Schmaltz. He had one in March of 2024 with Arizona when they were playing the Columbus Blue Jackets. Brought right back in. It goes in behind the net. They try to twirl it around. Evan Rodriguez with a great look. And now holding on to it back out high. Mikkola, his shot just went wide of the mark. They try to put it home. And it's in the crease and covered by Vanacek.
Vitek Vanacek into the net, which is why the whistle went. Low to high for the Panthers. Check out Greer at the front of the net. And look, there's a little bit of contact there with Nick DeSimone, but
dumped right back in front. Forsling will turn the other way. Here comes Florida. Maybe a final burst for them. Rodriguez thrown to the front, denied by Vanacek. And now again an opportunity. Reinhardt into the corner, locked up there by Ian Cole. 3 seconds to go, and a shot is on. And that's going to do it. Opening period is over. Those are all words to describe that man right there, Nate Schmidt, as the second period is underway.
Everywhere Nate Schmidt has been, he has quickly become a favorite of his teammates.
And now Florida will move it as Utah goes for a change. Brought back in, Cole Schwint. Sharp angle shot kept out. Schwint spent some time in the Vegas organization. Giveaway here right up the middle of the ice, and a shot stick padded away that time by Vitek Vanacek. Well, you can't go up the middle of the ice in the defensive zone, Nick, and this one will be played out.
Got to be hard plays, especially against the Florida Panthers, especially along the walls. If it's anything but a hard play.
Another one, shoots, and they score, and a turnover there. You can't go up the middle of the ice. 2 on that sequence, and the game is tied.
By your goaltender Vitek Vanacek, and then Ian Cole, he thinks that Liam O'Brien is a little bit closer, and O'Brien ends up in the middle of the net by the time the pass comes. And it's a heck of a shot. Just Liam O'Brien was just a little bit out of position, and then you're probably better off to just take that one behind the net. But the intention, was there.
They're brought right back. Michael Carcone. Across it goes. Utah, and they get it right back as Sean Dursey deposits one past Bobrovsky, and it's 2-1.
Completely makes Sergei Bobrovsky bite so hard to where the fact that he's completely out of position. Pass from Michael Carcone, and then Bobrovsky thinks that McBain is going to shoot this puck. Talking about looking before you get to it. It's exactly what Carcone did. And then as soon as Jack McBain gets this puck, it's the extra clutch.
And now right back through center ice, Sergachev will pick it off, and here they come again. Chance Stenlin right to the front. Deflected on net by Sergachev. Another chance and a shot by Dursey again. And that into the corner.
Here comes this fourth line again.
Taken away, and Stenlin with a shot. Rebounded. He can't buy it on Bobrovsky.
They've had 5 shots on this one shift.
Back of the line, Sergachev towards the front, and that's blocked away.
It's exactly what you want to do when you have the momentum.
Florida races back in a 3-on-3. Rodriguez shot on. Vanacek the save.
Dodged a bullet there as Utah got stretched out.
And now Balinskis. He takes a shot, and a stop there by Vanacek. Back out high, Ekblad. And a one-timer kept out by Vanacek there. And cleared all the way down.
We had to have some help because as Forsling spit that puck on goal, it went right off the left pad of Vanacek. And then right there to the rescue was John Marino.
And Nate Schmidt is out of the box, and so Utah's back to full strength. Aaron Ekblad plays it in behind the net. Dursey going after it. Now this one will be covered by Vanacek, and we will get a whistle. We'll step out.
When he's back in, that is going to be a massive boost.
Let's bring back Sarah.
Well, guys, he's also been around the room.
A chance here, Lundell, and a shot goes wide. And now Luosterainen. And it's underneath Vanacek, and this could draw Dursey. Sergachev goes off the glass. Utah trying to get it out. Peterka came back to help. And now Dursey. They can't move it along, and they score. Cole Schwint, 2 turnovers in front of the Utah net, and the game is tied.
Trying to eat a bowl of soup with a fork. The puck just never settles, and Sean Dursey tries to regain possession with A.J. Greer all over him. The turnover there along the boards. Dursey tried to go back. I don't think he realized or recognized how quickly Greer would have been there to get on him.
And it goes back to center, and now John Marino will chase it down. So much hockey to be played. Andre Tourigny advising us of that.
Don't allow the Panthers inside. They love those cross-seam passes.
Balinskis now. Kachuk looking around. He shoots and a stop. Vanacek trying to get a cover. Can't get it.
Krause is able to follow it up, force the turnover, and Utah gets some fresh bodies on.
2 players down for Utah. Goes across, and a shot handled. And Vanacek. Vitek will get a face-off.
Shrug that one off. And then that one right there to Verhaeghe.
Across now. Schmidt fires a shot, and that's scooped up.
Try to kickstart some of the offense and a shoot-first mentality here in the third.
Well, we set in for the opening faceoff. Don't forget, 1:30 left in the minor penalty to Anton Liddell. He is actually in the Florida dressing room, so Matthew Tkachuk is serving that penalty. Now let's see what Utah can do here on the power play. Massive moment in this hockey game. Andre Tourigny talking about big moments and trying to come through in those big moments. Chance, and it's sent over the top by Keller. Sergachev broke his stick, and he's going to try to play it back out high, but he can't. And now right back to the front, a shot, and Verhaeghe misses.
Takes place at the Olympics.
Yeah,
First time in 12 years. First time in 12 years the NHLers will be at the Olympic Games.
And the women, too, as Sergachev with a shot batted away by Sergei Bobrovsky. Behind the net it goes. Played around, Dursey. Dursey gets one towards the net. They score on a redirect. How about that? 3-2 Utah.
That establish the zone. The pinch from Sergachev, he stays on it, forces the turnover on Mackie Samoskevich, and then it was Sergachev who redirects this puck as he follows it towards the middle. This is D to D. Jersey the shot, the deflection from Sergachev.
And an extra attacker out for the Florida Panthers. It's a 5-on-4. Marchand and forced out. And Barrett Hayton's going to go after it. Hayton to the empty net. He scores! Barrett Hayton into the empty net. And that should do it.
Hayton then coming in and recognizing that it was a bobbling puck was Kevin Stenlund. That's when you pressure. When you're down a man, when the opposition pulls their goaltender, if the other team turns their back, if there's a bobbling puck, that's where you need to go out and pressure.